starts to bloom. A cryptic smile that fills the entire room is a mockery, a sweet dark invitation, lost in the haze of a purple hallucination. I'm chasing the ghosts of the riddles you tell. One step closer and you fade into the mist, a bebop rhythm that I simply can't resist. Tell me the thoughts behind that curve on your face. Your smile, the only melody that makes me breathe, vanishing in a swing like that. Mischievous child races on the night where the logic dies, harder than a secret, stronger than the delight. My love, my dear, holding you in the middle of the night. I'm yours, flying like the world is finally mine. Like a vintage record, spinning way too fast. Memories and future, shadows of the past. Sweet addiction creeping up on my spine. In this city maze, you're my only line. Run, run, run before the sun breaks through. One step closer and you fade into the mist, a bebop rhythm that I simply can't resist. Tell me the truth behind that curve on your face. Your smile, the only melody that makes me breathe, spinning in the swing, cutting like a silver knife, racing through the night where the logic dies, harder than a secret, stronger than the delight. My love, my dear, holding you in the middle of the night. I'm yours, flying like the world is finally mine. One single light shining at the end of the dark. My love, my dear, I can finally feel your spark. Hit it! Your smile, the only melody that makes me breathe, vanishing in the swing like a mischievous child, racing through the night where the logic dies, harder than a secret, stronger than the delight. My love, my dear, holding you in the middle of the night. I'm yours, flying like the world is finally mine. That smile still burning in my mind. Dooba-dooba, 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 ba-ba, doop-dooba-doop, dooba-doop, dooba-doop.
Very slow opening, single instrument alone. Warm and still, sparse notes, long sustained. Cello, upright bass, joins join gently, walking bass up, soft swing groove will apply, romantic, relax. First long entwatization, bebop phrasing, no rush, stretch out spacious. Long melodic lines, lots of breathing room, full interplay, syncopated rhythm, tender, unhurried, late afternoon feel. Second long improvisation, deeper and quieter, slow phrases intercepted, lots of space, let each note breathe. All instruments together, very soft, almost silence, just texture and warmth. Third babazan shared, most relaxed of all, minimal notes, long sustained, peaceful. Take as much time as needed, gentle return to groove, warm and cozy, winding down, soft and tender, very slow fade, instruments leave one by one. Last note holds long, final silence.
A silent scream, the moment where the losers yield. Only you remain sitting on your golden throne, conducting every chip with the rhythm of your own. Fate itself is bowing down to touch your feet tonight. My heart beats racing past the speed of this bebop fire, but your eyes are burning with it's only you, my dear. Goddess of victory, the peak of my cruel delight. Gold and silver grooves are blooming in the night. The world is defeated, but you stay as the queen. My love, my dear, the greatest jackpot I've ever seen. Hey, hey, gotta sing the song of our eternal win. it is no script. Your every touch is the only law. Syncopated glory, leaving everyone in awe. Throw yourself into the light of the winning song. Goddess of victory, the peak of my cruel delight. Gold and silver grooves are blooming in the night. The world is defeated, but you stay as the queen. My love, my dear, the greatest jackpot I've ever seen. Hey, goddess, sing the song of our eternal win. More brilliant than any jewel, your final hidden hand. My love, my dear, the goddess of this promised land.
1, 2, 3, bow to the queen!
Goddess of victory, the peak of my cruel delight. Gold and silver grooves are blooming in the night. The world is defeated, but you stay as the queen. My love, my dear, the greatest jackpot I've ever seen. Hey, goddess, sing the song of our
She orders gin the way she used to order hope, with less apology, more ice. Her hands know things now, how fabric lies, how silence holds more truth than any answer, how desire doesn't dim, it simply changes at the temperature of age. Nothing burns clean, it smolders patient through the night. What the young call ending, we call knowing when to pour another glass and wait for life. She's learned the difference between alone and lonely, between the men who stay and those who linger. Her mirror tells a story she no longer argues with, each line a longitude of where she's traveled, each scar a souvenir she she wouldn't trade for anything unblemished. The young think we've forgotten fire. They don't know we've simply learned to let it slow burn, let it settle into something that can last the winter. At the temperature of age, nothing burns clean. It glows deliberate, worth the wait. What looked like losing was just learning how to love what time won't take.
I used to count the hours like pennies in a jar, and now I let them spill like wine beneath the stars. My skin knows stories that my time won't tell, and every scar's a bell that rings me back to myself. I've learned to wear my longing like a favorite dress, the one that fits me better now, I must confess. This is the temperature of age, where the fire doesn't blaze, it glows. Every light upon my face is a map to everywhere I've chose to go. I used to chase the daylight, race until I'd fall, and now I savor twilight's slow and honey draw. My laughter's deeper, richer than it was before. I've lost enough to know what's worth fighting for. The mirror shows a woman I'm just getting to know, and she's more lovely than the girl I used to outgrow. This is the temperature of age, where the fire doesn't blaze, it glows. Every line upon my face is a map to everywhere I've chose to go. my own release. This is the temperature of age, where the fire doesn't blaze, it glows. Every line upon my face is a map to everywhere I've chose to go. So let them keep their smooth and flawless youth. I'll take this seasoned, complicated truth. I'm warming to myself at last, it's true. The temperature of age suits me through and through.
I used to fold myself like linen, smooth out every crease and flaw. Now I wear my wrinkles singing, they're the map of what I saw. I've earned this looseness in my laughter, this particular way I stand. Oh, the temperature of age is a flame that doesn't burn. It's the warmth of knowing exactly what you learned and what you've earned. My body knows a different rhythm, slower, deeper, unashamed. Every scar's a kind of wisdom, every desire newly named. I don't rush the way I used to, I let pleasure take its time. Oh, the temperature of age is a flame that doesn't burn. It's the warmth of knowing exactly what you've learned and what you've earned. Oh, the temperature of age is a flame that doesn't burn. It's the warmth of knowing exactly what you learned and what you've earned. I've stopped explaining my existence, stop shrinking for the room. This life is mine with all its distance. This body is full bloom. Oh, the temperature of age is a flame that doesn't burn. It's the warmth of knowing exactly what you learned and what you've earned. Oh, the temperature of age is a flame that doesn't burn. It's the warmth of knowing exactly what you learned. So here's to summers without apology, to desire that's refined, to the rich and gorgeous liberty of a thoroughly lived mind. wrinkles in my linen dress, the way they tell the story of a restless sleep. My coffee's cooled, but I don't mind the bitterness. Some things taste better when you let them steep. There's a particular slant of late afternoon that only lands on skin that knows the years. A freedom in the fading, like a half-remembered tune that sounds more true the older that it appears. I used to chase the men who never turned around. Now I watch them pass with curious delight. My longing's grown more patient, less profound, like wine that's lost its urgency but deepened overnight. I wear my scars like jewelry, select and few, each one a souvenir of what I've lived through. And if you ask me what I'd change or redo, I'd say nothing, darling. I've earned this view. The temperature of age is warm, not cold. It's knowing what to keep and what to let go. There's a particular slant of late afternoon, and I've become the light, not just the room. A freedom in the fading, breezy and unplanned, like leaving footprints that refuse to stay in sand. Chase the fireflies at midnight. Now I pour the wine and watch them glow. My skin remembers every lover's touch, like sheet music written soft and slow. The mirror shows a woman I'm still learning in, and I like the way she meets my gaze. This is the temperature of age, where longing ripens into grace. Every scar's a perfect page, I've earned the muse on my face. I know which silences are worth keeping, which fires burn too bright to hold. My laughter comes from somewhere deeper now, a place that's warm when nights turn cold. I've learned to dance with what I cannot change, and still reach out for what remains. This is the temperature of age, where longing ripens into grace. Every scar's a perfect page, I've earned the music on my face. every page I burned the music on my face. So here's to the sweetness we've become, two silver threads and setting sun, two hearts that break and still stay open to all the words we've left unspoken.
I've been to read the silence like a book I've memorized. Every pause, what's in your breathing, tells a story I've survived. This body knows its own geography, mapped by hands and time. The scars don't fade, they shimmer now like vintage wine in wine. Meet me in the temperature of age, where longing sharpens, never fades. I'm not the girl you think you chase, I'm the woman who remembers grace. My hunger doesn't apologize, it knows exactly what it wants. I've buried lovers, buried lies, I've danced with every ghost. These hips remember rhythm that the young still have to learn. Desire doesn't cool with years, it concentrates, it binds. You think you'll teach me something new? I wrote the book you're reading through. Come closer if you're brave enough to taste the vintage kind of love. Meet me in the temperature of age, where wisdom wears a silk negligee. I'm not afraid of what I crave, I'm the fever that the midnight saves. The ships have settled, the cheers have died away in the blue. Your clicking heels are the only sound that's ringing true. Leaving at the peak, never looking back at the gold. The final page of our cruel delights is finally torn. The lights are fading now, you're turning into a legend tonight. The dawn is breaking through the window of the hall, a bebop rhythm catching the echoes of your call. Our game has reached its perfect velvet end. The grand finale, the last groove left by your flame in the waves of swing. You're the period to the game, longer than a secret, deeper than the thrill we knew. My love, my dear, the victorious side of you. Goodbye, the majestic finale of our midnight drive. Only your fragrance lingers in the casino air. I'm reading the miracle of you beyond compare. There's no goodbye forever, just a change in the beat, syncopated whispers moving our weary feet. Throw yourself into the thrill of this grand departure. The grand finale, the last groove left by your flame in the waves of swing. You're the period to the game, longer than a secret, deeper than the thrill we knew. My love, my dear, the victorious side of you. Goodbye, the majestic finale of our midnight drive. A midnight wanderer, dreaming of the day you return. My love, my dear, the fire that will always burn. One last time, the grand finale, the last groove left by your flame in the waves of swing. You're the period to the game, longer than a secret, deeper than the thrill we knew. My love, my dear, the victorious side of you. Goodbye, the majestic finale of our midnight drive. Velvet departure, velvet departure, the completion of a cruel delight. I want to dress you and make men look twice, but now I wear the science between no. My laughter lands differently in lamplight, richer like bourbon that's learned to weep. each lovers leave before a morning breaks. Oh, the temperature of 8 burns slow and bright. I'm standing in the summer of my knowing, golden ripe and unafraid of night. Mirror tell the story, I'm still learning to read. Every line a sentence, every scar a verb. I've stopped the time and died, and for the space I need. Stop whispering when I deserve to be heard. My body's a jazz standard, familiar, refined, and oral, and I still know how to make it swing. Oh, the temperature of age earns slow and bright. I'm standing in the summer of my knowing, golden ripe and unafraid of night. So come find me in the warm hours, where wisdom wears lipstick and leather. I've outlasted the fools and the flowers, and I've never looked better. Oh, the temperature of age burns slow and bright. I'm standing in the summer of my knowing, golden ripe and unafraid of night. Summer in the knowing, honey, summer in the place. I've earned every single one of these magnificent days. I don't blush the way I used to, darling, but I know exactly what I want. These hands have held and let go of plenty, so when I reach for you, it's not a stunt. I've learned to laugh at what used to break me, and dance alone when no one's watching close. Still got the heat at 52, maybe wiser, but the fire's burning through. I've earned every line, every silver strand, and honey, I still know how to hold a hand. The mirror shows a woman I respect now, not the girl who needed your applause. I've walked through rooms where love became a lesson, and came out knowing all my flaws. But something about this season's light makes me want to spin and take the night. Still got the heat at 52, maybe wiser, but the fire's burning through. I've earned every line, every silver strand, and honey, I still know how to hold a hand. Say we fade, but baby, that's a lie. We just burn slower, hotter, slide. got the heat at 52. Maybe wiser, but the fire's burning through. I've earned every line, every silver strand, and honey, I still know how to hold a hand. So pour the wine and dim the lights down low. I'll show you things that only living knows. The temperature of age, it's got its own flame. And sweetheart, I'm just getting to my game. Safe day to lightning, slow and warm, sparse notes, instruments enter one by one. Longer conversation, bebop phrasing, take your time, stretch out, spacious, no rush, full interplay, syncopated rhythm, relax swing, second longer precision, even more spacious. Slow phrases, breathing space, melodic lines, very quiet, middle of texture, almost a whisper, final way of a texture, most relaxed, very spacious, long notes, peaceful resolution, slow fade, last notes linger, silence.
Soft guitar, finger picking, single notes, very slow, warm and quiet. A bright bass enters gently, walking pattern underneath the guitar. Brush snare joins softly, lazy swing. Extended indecision, gentlematic phrases, unhurried. Long note space between phrases, café afternoon. Feel guitar and bass interplay, same cozy mood, slightly warmer tone, tender and nostalgic. A bright bass takes melody, guitar-y softly, slow walking lines, deep warm tone. Second imperversion, even more relaxed. Minimum notes, long sustained, peaceful. All instruments together, very quiet. Almost silence, just texture and breath. Guitar alone again, single notes fading, long final note, slow decay, silence.
Metallic glimmer on the ruins of the grave, the last clue you've left before the breaking of the day. A silver envelope, I feel your scent before I touch. A deadly invitation that I love a bit too much. Tell me now, is this the sin of my salvation or my Lord?
Sharp codes against my eyes, a vision of the thrill. Bebop rhythm catching every pulse against my will. Silver envelope, show me the truth that's hidden in your seal.
Silver envelope, the last riddle of my cruel delight. Silver paper dancing in the vortex of the night. Inescapable truth, the clues are flowing on the cold. My love, my dear, is this the next story to be told? Hey, silver secret, the key to the dark within our blood.
Tear the seal away, the city air is standing still, and I'm chasing every map, obeying only to your will. The answer's locked away, just this shivering icy thrill. Syncopate our secrets, making the world work for the
yourself into the heart of this silver hurricane. Silver in the river, the last riddle of my cruel delight. Silver paper dancing in the vortex of the night. Inescapable truth, the clues are flowing on the cold. And my love, my dear, is this the next story to be told? Hey, silver secret, the key to the dark within our blood. Smile is bleeding through the ink of every line. My love, my dear, your design is eternally mine. 1, 2, 3, unlock the truth. Dancing in the vortex of the night. Inescapable truth, the clues are flowing on the cold. My love, my dear, is this the next story to be told? Hey, silver secret, the key to the dark within our blood.